Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and yep, I'm back with another thread response. This time around it is for Andy over at Andy's Vinyl Den, who's currently celebrating his 1 year anniversary here in the VC. So Andy, hey, how you doing? Big congratulations on your 1 year anniversary, and yeah, thanks for being a member of the VC. Your channel is awesome. Big fan of your content, and yeah, definitely wanted to get involved with this thread response. So, give me 10 greatest hits albums. This was pretty easy for me to do because I own quite a few greatest hits albums. I'm a big fan of greatest hits albums. I don't really care what anyone says about them. You know, I think they're a great way to have all the standout hits from the band. You know, they're very easy just to put one CD in and listen to a bunch of great songs. They're also a great way to get into bands, and I own quite a few. So yeah, I'm a big fan of greatest hits albums, so definitely wanted to do a response to this. But before I get into it though, I am going to give Andy a quick shout out. I'm sure most of you are familiar with who Andy is over at Andy's Vinyl Den. He's a very popular and well-known member of the VC, and for good reason, because he is awesome. But yeah, if for some reason you aren't subscribed to him and you're into music, I'll be leaving his channel link in the description box below, so head on over and check him out. Anyway, let's get on to these 10 greatest hits albums. So they're really in no particular order. So to kick things off, we're going to show the Black Sabbath greatest hits, and this band has a few different greatest hits and compilation albums. This is the one I own, just the one disc set. Has a lot of great songs on it. Paranoid, Fairies Wear Boots, War Pig, Changes, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and Black Sabbath, just to name a few. So this is a really good disc. The next one we have here is Eagles greatest hits. And to me, this is one reason why I'm a big fan of greatest hits, because sometimes with a certain band, the greatest hits album is really all I need, and it is certainly the case with the Eagles. I do like the Eagles. I wouldn't say I'm an overly massive fan of the band, so this greatest hits album is perfect for me because it has pretty much all the songs that I like from the band. Next up we have the Ultimate Bee Gees. I'm a big Bee Gees fan, and this is one that gets listened to a lot within my collection. 2-disc set, also comes with a DVD, and yeah, pretty much has all the best songs within the set, so great set. Next we have the Essential Ozzy Osbourne, and this is a beast of a set. It's a 3-disc set, and it has a bunch of awesome songs from Ozzy, going across his pretty vast and varied discography. So this is a really good set to have, especially if you're just getting into Ozzy. Another great one, Baptism of Fire, the Saxon 2-disc compilation or greatest hits album. Essentially this is a compilation disc of Saxon's albums from the 1990s up until the 2000s. I've mentioned this several times before. This is my favourite era when it comes to Saxon, so this 2-disc set is perfect for me, and this is a really good way to get into the band as well. If you've never really checked out Saxon before, I definitely recommend this set. There's also another set for Saxon's earlier stuff as well, similar to this one. I had to do it, had to chuck an Iron Maiden comp disc on here, and Somewhere Back in Time is my favourite, so that is that. Queen, another one that I absolutely listen to a lot. I've had this CD for ages now. It was actually one of the very first CDs I ever bought. I also own, this is the Greatest Hits 2 by the way, and I also own the Greatest Hits 1, but I definitely prefer this one. Queen needs no introduction, amazing band, and yeah, this is just one hell of a Greatest Hits album. The last three I'm going to show are the main ones that I listen to on a very, very regular basis, especially in the car. So we have Bon Jovi Greatest Hits. This was my first real introduction to Bon Jovi, and this is such an amazing album. It has there's not a bad song on this. It's just absolutely amazing from start to finish. So yeah, absolutely love this album, and I've played it a lot. Another one that gets played a lot for me is the Beatles number one. I own all the Beatles albums individually, but this is definitely my go-to Beatles album. And last but certainly not least, I would probably consider this to be the best greatest hits album of all time, and it is Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits. Like Bon Jovi, this is great from start to finish. There's not a bad song on this, and I am constantly listening to this in the car. Absolutely love this album to death. So that is Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits. Alrighty, so there you go, Andy. That was my Gimme 10 Greatest Hits albums. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and of course to anyone else watching, I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Once again, Andy, big congratulations on your 1 year here on YouTube. I hope you stick around for many, many more years to come, because I love your content and I'm a big fan of your channel. So keep uploading the great videos, and also guys, remember I will be leaving Andy's link in the description box below. So as I said before, if for some reason you aren't subbed to him, definitely check him out. Anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.